Welcome, everyone. Welcome to live trading. We've got data coming out at 8:30. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We'll also look at the yen pairs for a trade this morning. Hey, Solomon, welcome, Solomon, welcome.
Hi, Mr. David. Good morning. Sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Good, good, sir.
Good, good. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good. Hey, let's all righty. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes, Mr. David.
All right. It should say stock boss.
Stock boss.
All right, good. Markets are looking really good.
Nvidia is looking crazy.
Which one?
Nvidia.
Nvidia, yeah. Markets are looking really. We've got data coming out at
And
8:30.
yeah, in about 19 minutes or so.
Yeah. There's a grid long on the 60-minute time frame. The US
Without a
30.
doubt.
Yeah. We're gonna look for the 5 minute. We are pulling back right now. So we'll wait for that data to come out. Um, and that's PCE price index. So that should move the market. And then no more data after that. So that's good. We are breaking all-time highs on the indexes. Dow futures are up 159. S&P is up. Nasdaq is all up. So we'll look for if we can get on the 5 minute time frame. If we can get, we don't necessarily need to close, but if we can get above the highs here, we'll call it on the US 30 on the 5 minute time frame there. On the NAS, and these are decent trades going there. On the 5 minutes, we're breaking out. So we're at all-time highs on the NAS. We've broken that resistance. We've talked about it. So we are breaking out there. And we're going to look at a high here. So if we can get above, again, we don't need a close, but if we can get above that previous high, we'll call it. We have a white candle here. White candle here on the US 30. So we've got about 15 minutes. In Monster Scalper, let's see. The yen pairs are the best performers this morning, with ZAR yen being the biggest mover here. We're looking for the 15-minute time frame. So let's find the best setup on the 15 with a buy signal. Let's find one that has a buy signal already. We'll still wait for data to come out before we take any trades this morning. For equities, stock boss, we'll take a look at stock and stock boss, and then the Max Sevens. We're looking at Google for the Max Sevens right now, but that can change. We like the yen pairs for a trade this morning.
Okay.
Euro yen looks good. Pound yen doesn't have a buy signal. Uh, but Euro yen. So we'll look at Euro yen. Um, on the 15-minute time frame. This is a breakout trade. So we have buyers on the daily here. Buyers on the daily with a buy signal. We're looking to break resistance here on that daily. All right, but most importantly, our trading window will be on the 15-minute time frame. A little tricky trade here, meaning that it's got good resistance here, right, all through right here, even right here on the 15-minute time frame. Decent support down here, so we need to break out, kind of like what it did before here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, here it is right here. So our buy signal here, it's already pulled back. All right, so it's a nice cup and handle right here, and looking to pull back. Right, so it's pull back, looking to break out. Uh, the previous buy signals failed. So this buy signal failed, this buy signal failed, this buy signal failed. So we know, it's stubborn right here at these resistance levels. But hopefully we can break out this morning. Hasn't gone much overnight, so which is good, right? Which is good. Hasn't really moved overnight. So hopefully we get a move this morning. So we'll go ahead and call it. So our first trade, EURJPY long, in Monster Scalper. Monster Scalper. And that's on the 15-minute. All right. If we get a white candle, we'll close the trade. Okay. So we're going to enter. Buy signal is right here. Buy signal is right here. I don't think this morning's data will change it much. We'll see. We'll see in about 20 minutes. Again, if we get a white candle, we'll get out. We might get in again if it breaks out. So we'll keep an eye on it. Again, the yen pairs are the best looking pairs um, this morning. Okay. But again, good buyers here on the daily. On the 60-minute, we do have a decent amount of volatility down to 31 here. Okay, but a good amount of buying here. Okay, so the Mag 7 we've got on the 5 minute time frame. Google has a buy signal on the 5 minute time frame. It's been a bit choppy, but we are looking for a move higher. Nvidia not quite ready yet. Okay, it's closed a really good trade on the previous two trades did really well on the 5 minute time frame. Look at that. Really good buy signal at 5 minute, 145. Sold at 151. Next buy signal 152. Sold at 155. So great trades there. So we'll wait. If we gap up, which we probably will on Nvidia, we're still watching it. If we gap up, we get a buy signal. It's trading at 150, 155. Our big resistance we've talked about was 150, so it's gotten above that. 150 is all the way down here now. So 155. So if we gap up and we get above we gap up, our buy signal should come in at about 156 or so. We might call it, but for right now, we'll look to Google right here. It already has a buy signal. Tesla isn't doing well right now. We have a lot of consolidation, but we are breaking down on Tesla. Okay, we are breaking down. To get an entry in Tesla, the daily time frame is very choppy. So you guys can see here, very, very choppy here on the daily. All right. All right. So let's remove all of this. Don't really need this anymore. But very choppy. And we are trading between, we're in a range right now. So we got to break out of this range on Tesla right here. So we're consolidating right here on Tesla. So we've got to break out. I would say 160. Get above here on the daily. All right. On the 5 minute time frame. All right. On the 5 minute time frame, we would have to 160. I mean, 360 is all the way up here, but depending on how if it breaks out, how it breaks out. All right, we might call a buy signal here. We've got about 5 minutes till data. We got PCE coming out. All right, so far Google, Nvidia, and then possibly Tesla. Again, Google already has a buy signal on the 5 minute, and it's up right now, so that should gap up. So all the Max 7s are up right now. Right? Okay. In pre-market. Stock boss, we are watching ARBE on a 5 minute time frame here. So on intraday trade on the 5 minute here. We have a buy signal right here. Right, buy signal right here. And we do have a purple support and resistance. This is a reaccumulation trade. Okay, so with the markup phase, first trade did well. All right, this trade went from not a bad trade, 160, $1.64 to a close of $1.62. Most recent buy signal came in at $1.89. And then here we are, right? Resistance is at 190, 193. Okay. Purple support and resistance. So we are a bit overbought. Yesterday we got a buy signal, big candle here. So hopefully we get some follow through. Okay, on the 5 minute time frame. So that's the and that's a technology stock, and we know that we're breaking out, right? Tech sector is breaking out. So hopefully we get some help with the sector. Let's go ahead and put in the first trade here. All right, so we're going to EUR JPY, and that's long. And that is on the 15-minute time frame. Again, if we get a white candle, we'll call a sell, we'll call a close sell. And then we'll wait to see if we can re-enter or look at another pair. But we're liking the yen pairs this morning to go long. All right, so Euro, EUR, JPY, that's breaking out nicely here. Okay, that's what we want. So that's breaking out right here. Good trade here. So we are breaking out right here. Buy signal is right here. Nice candle coming in here. That's what we want to see. On the daily here, we'd like to see the daily break out a bit here. Let's take a look at the US 30 here. So on the US 30 and the NAS on the 5 minute time frame here. Okay. Let's open this up a bit. We're looking for just a break above the highs. Not necessarily a close, just a break. Because we've got good price action on the daily. Last week we had some decent trades. Our last week when we went live, they did pull back later in the afternoon. Let's see if we can get even better than that this time around. NAS looks good. We've got 1 minute. Till the market opens here. All right, so US 30 looks good on the 5 minute. 1 minute till the market opens. Futures are up, so data is out. A lot of movement there. Let it settle down. Dow futures up 134. A big white candle there. Let that settle down. Our red candle coming in here. So we're just waiting. No shorts, guys. So no going against the trend. So we'll look at a range here. So let's see what it does with the range. Red candle coming in there. Euro yen still holding. But let's see what happens here. Big red candle coming in there. So no trade yet on the US 30 and on the NAS. So we're waiting. No more news. We just have to look to see what happens at the open at 9:30 there. All right, big red candle on the 5 minute here. This is good price action. All right, we get a pullback and then hopefully get a run after that. On the daily time frame, we're holding nicely here, and we are breaking out. Our first trade so far, EUR, JPY in Monster Scalper. All right, looks good here. On the 15-minute time frame, we got to get past all of this consolidation here. So we are breaking out here. So that's our first trade so far. We're waiting on US 30 and the NAS to get above the highs. We'll wait for the market to open at 9:30 for the max for Google, Magnificent 7. And also in Stock Boss, ARBE, continuation trade here. Okay. Dow futures up 159, so that's staying steady, right? Staying steady. Nasdaq 102, so they're holding. S&P is up also. So what we'd like to see is some green candles come in and start testing resistance here or the high right here on the 5 minute. Not bad trading on the 5 minute. So we finally are breaking out. We are moving again, which is good. Since we've got data behind us, we still have the market, right? You guys know 9:30 market opens, we'll get volatility there. Okay. But if we can get a green candle, we might call it rather than waiting on a break here. So let's see. Uh, uh, on the NAS, because we've got a red candle here, we've got to wait. For the NAS, we might want to wait on a break of the high here. Right? We got two red candles here. That's not good. Okay, so we are breaking down. We're trading below previous resistance here, which is now support. Okay, so we've got a bit more work to do with the NAS. But on the US 30, if we get a green candle, a healthy green candle, we might call it there. Okay, rather than waiting for a break above here. We don't necessarily need a close. Right, so we've got a green candle coming in here on the US 30 5 minute. Let's keep an eye on that. Those green candles, just like here, sometimes these pullbacks on these white candles can be really healthy. Just like here, we had a buy signal here, white candle, green candle. Look at that follow through. Same thing here, same thing here. So we get a green candle here. We might call that. Euro yen breaking out nicely here. Okay. So far, we've got one trade in. Euro yen and the yen pairs are holding firm. Euro yen is the third best mover of the yen pairs. Swiss yen is number one, and then ZAR yen is number two, and we've called euro yen. Okay. All right. Still waiting for buyers on the 5 minute on the US 30 here. Remember, guys, only long, okay, no shorts. All right. We have a buy signal on the daily. If you guys look here, buy signal here on the daily here, and we are breaking out. Our next target is all the way up here. The Dow is further back from the all-time highs compared to the Nasdaq and the S&P. Okay, Nasdaq is actually breaking out. So we got new highs on the Nasdaq. All right, so we are breaking out here, all-time highs right here on the Nasdaq, okay? So good price action here. Nice V-shaped recovery. So right now it's not cooperating. Okay, red candles here. So we need a lot of work here. We need green candles, and we need to really get above. Now it depends on how these. If we get buyers to come in, green candles to come in, it depends on how they come in. But because of this breakdown here, we now have a sell signal, so none of that matters. So we have a sell signal to close, so we have to wait for another buy signal. Okay, and in Nasdaq. Okay. Hey, Anthony, welcome. Anthony, welcome. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, big congratulations to your daughter last week. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work. Good work as parents. That takes so much discipline. Yeah.
Especially in these times.
Yes, yes. You're competing with social media and everything else to get their attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good, big congratulations. So we've got our first trade so far is euro yen. And we've got a buy signal right here, right about here on the break of that resistance. Our buy signal came in here. This is on the 15-minute time frame. Daily time frame, we look good. Buyers are on the daily. We are looking to break through a resistance today. All right. Hopefully today we can break through that resistance here. Reaccumulation on the daily, but the 15-minute time frame looks good. The yen pairs are the best pairs this morning to trade. With the euro yen, the third best mover of the yen pairs. But that's the best trade, and we are breaking through a resistance here. So this is a good trade going so far. Again, that's the only trade. We are looking for the US 30 here. We just need buyers to come in. We had news data that came out at 8:30. We'll see what happens when the market opens at 9:30. No shorts. No shorts, guys. So we have buyers coming in here. We're breaking resistance. So if we can get one or two green candles here, our buy signal is still holding. Right, we'll call it. Right, hopefully we can get past this high right here. I wouldn't call it resistance. Yeah, I guess you could, but the high. And then the NAS on the 5 minute gave a sell signal, so we'll wait for another buy signal. And on the NAS, we are at all-time highs, all-time high territory on the NAS. Same with the S&P. S&P's all-time high territory. So just amazing market. We were talking about Solomon and I were talking about when was during Q&A that we might have a blow up a blow off top where as we break through these resistance levels, get into new high territory, you could see a lot of money come up the sideline, a lot of retail traders, right, get some FOMO and push this market higher into July. And then we could see this market really move higher, get into bubble territory. Perhaps we'll see, perhaps, and then August, September really come down, but we'll see. Okay, so as we trade into these summer months here, we always want to keep an eye on seasonality. Okay. All right. So if we're making highs, new highs, all-time highs in June, July, that might be a prime target to really sell it off in August, September. Okay, those months are very brutal for the market historically. So, and making new highs, money coming into this market late in this stage could be problematic for the markets. Okay, as we get into August and September are brutal months for the market. Most of your crashes is where that's going to come in August, September. Okay, so as we can still trade it up, but just be aware that as we get later into summer, that will be a concern. So not a concern yet. Right, all our indexes are showing buy signals. Buy signals are holding strong, even the Russell. But as we move higher, that would be a concern. It's a concern even here at these levels, but as we move higher, that would be a concern. So we've got a green candle here on the US 30 on the 5 minute. That's good. Let's see if we can get a couple more green candles. Right, we can develop some green candles. We're still early. It's 8:40, 8:48. Get some green candles, and then start testing the highs right here, resistance right here. On the NAS, just remember we need another buy signal there. That buy signal will come in if we get a buy signal. That buy signal will come in probably definitely above this area here. So we're down here, so we got some work to do on the NAS there. We have a second candle here on Euro Yen, which looks good here. Okay. Our buy signal came in right on that break. Let's make this right above, right about here. This candle here. So looks good so far here. Okay. When the market opens in about a little over 30 minutes, we'll look for Google on the 5 minutes, which has a buy signal already there. Okay, on the 5 minute time frame. Nvidia has been doing really good. We broke through that 150 resistance. We're trading at closed yesterday 155. If it gaps up, gets above this resistance here or the high here, all right. That high from yesterday was at 156. We get a buy signal, we might call it, but we like the setup here in Google. That looks good. Tesla has really broken down. Um, uh, Not really good price action on the daily. But you know, Tesla is we're always looking at Tesla for a trade. So it will have to certainly get above. So there's no buy signals yet. Get above this. So it's in a tight range. Get above 329 with a buy signal. The concern is on the daily time frame. A lot of consolidation in here. Okay, so but Tesla will move. So if we get on the 5 minute, we get a buy signal, depending on the price action, right? We might call it. Okay. Stock boss, again, ARBE. We have a lot of stocks in heat seeker for stock boss. We have 120 guys. That's high. Okay. And this is a tech stock here. Previous trade did really well for the 5 minute and buy signal here, right? And reaccumulation, we're looking to break out. We'll call it. See how when the market opens. Okay, futures are still up nicely there. Okay. Let's get some green candles on the US 30 here. All the news has come out. Excuse me. So PCE came out at 8:30. No more news. Slow price action here. Dow has pulled back a bit at 125. Up, still up, but it's pulled back a bit from 159. NAS is up 64. But pull back a bit. Excuse me.
You got a cold, David?
No, well, I have allergies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter and my wife as well.
Yeah, I have allergies and so throughout the day I'm always
Yeah.
yeah.
She went and took a test that lets you know exactly what you're allergic to, what type of grass, what kind of trees. So she has like a list of stuff. My
Yeah,
daughter and my wife, what they're allergic to.
yeah, I went in to have it checked and I was
Yeah.
supposed to go back to have that done. I never did.
Yeah.
I never did. So I need to. I do take
Very tough.
Yeah, I think yeah, over the counter. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Claritin, Zyrtex.
Yeah, but I don't like taking that stuff. So I just deal with it. If it gets really bad, then I take something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. I'm not a medicine person either.
no, no.
You
But it's
drink tea, you drink tea at all?
oh yeah, that's what I have right now. I drink tea throughout the day.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink coffee at all. So there's
Mm,
a tea that I have like that we drink. We put like a little bit of apple cider vinegar,
uh-huh.
some lemon, and some cayenne pepper,
Oh, okay.
and then you mix it, and yeah, it knock out everything.
Okay. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it's not the best tasting because of the pepper, you know, but it's good.
Yeah.
It cleans out your colon and everything.
Yeah, and yeah, my allergy it's throughout the year. I get no
Yeah.
relief just throughout, but I just deal with it. I've gotten to the point where I just deal with it. Uh,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, you don't notice it too much because I just kind of suffer through it. Unless it, yeah. Uh, all right. So this is actually good here. We have price holding her here. This is actually good. White candles here. So they're holding on the 5 minute. This is actually good. Uh, much better than the NAS. Look at Euro Yen, guys. Good pop here, Euro Yen. Okay. So that trade so far is working out really nice on the 15-minute time frame. We'll see how it moves. Okay, we don't want to hold it overnight, so we might move it to a 5 minute time frame. Look at that. Moving up nicely here. Look at that. Good candle here. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yeah, let's move it to the 5 minute here. Okay. So buy signal here, moving up nicely there. So that's the only trade we have so far. US 30 still holding. But again, this is good price action. We're going to do this. Um, let's see if we can get a bounce green candle. Markets will open in 30 minutes here. Let's see if we can get a bounce. Let's bring this closer. Let's do something like this. Let's see if we can get back in here. All right. Get some green candles back in here. Boy, that will be a good setup. Look at that. Good setup here.
It looks like it's gonna have to work to do that.
The US 30?
Yeah, to get back in that triangle.
Not a lot. It's right here. Yeah. Yeah, it's close. No, the NAS has some work to do. Yeah, the NAS has some
Oh
work.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but not, yeah, I mean, not a lot of work, right? I mean, one candle, one green candle back in this area here, all right, could get us going there. We just need some green candles to develop there.
It's because I guess I'm saying that because it looks so choppy in there,
Yeah,
in
choppy here.
that area. Yeah, all across that area.
Yeah, yeah. If you bring in that support right here, then it looks like it will take some work. But if it can get back, I mean, this on the 5 minute time frame. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's see. Um, but euro yen, look at euro yen. So we'll keep it on the 5 minutes. So buy signal here. We'll keep it here. If we get a white candle on the 5 minute, we'll close the trade. Okay. So white candle, red candle, sell signal, white arrow. We'll close it on the 5 minute time frame. We might move it to the 3 minute. Let's take a look at that 3 minute here. Yeah, it's holding nicely on the 3 minute. Let's leave it on the 3. Protect some profits. Okay. So the 3 minute will tighten things up a bit. On the daily time frame. So since we're breaking out, it removed the support and resistance levels there. Okay. So that's good. And that's for about, so far, but over 25 pips there. Let's see what it does. Okay. NAS is breaking down. Again, no shorts, guys. No shorts here. We've got about 30 minutes till open. And we'll go till 10 a.m. Futures are still holding firm. Dow futures 130 up 130, Nas 58, S&P 13. So they're still holding up. We'll keep euro yen on the 3 minute time frame. Surprisingly, it's very slow moving here. PCE is inflation data. You would think that it would move it. Euro yen is the second biggest mover of the yen pairs. The yen group, that's the top performing group. All right. So when we trade monster scalper, when we trade like this when we scalping like this intraday, always find the group that's moving the most, and then you want to be in the top. I would say the top, any of the top five or so that's moving. Right. If you can get in the number one group, that's even better. The number one pair, that's even better. So, but the top five, pound yen, we like trading pound yen, but look at that, nothing here in pound yen. So, but euro yen looks good. Right now, Swiss yen is another good pair. That's the number one moving pair, and then the third is ZAR yen. But euro yen, not a bad trade going here. The next top group is the euro pairs, and in Monster Scalper on the 240, the two groups that we're in. We're in the euro pairs, so we send out several alerts, and those trades are doing well. In the euro pairs, so we are in the euro on the 240 in Monster Scalper. We've got euro Aussie, euro CAD. So we have euro Aussie on the 240, euro Aussie, euro CAD. Let's move this to the 240 quickly so I can show you guys. And then we'll come back to the 3-minute. So entry was on the 15-minute, but we're going to manage the exit on the 3-minute time frame there. So notice how we use the time frames to manage the trade, okay? Let's bring this. I want to show you guys. So finally got some decent trades in Monster Scalper. So 240. Yeah. So 240. So we have Euro Aussie. All right. So buy signal here. That's breaking out. Choppy. So finally, hopefully, right, this breaks out. Euro CAD, which is number one right now. Buy signal here. And we're breaking out here. And this is pretty good since we've been in a consolidation. Euro HKD, EUR HKD, buy signal here. We are breaking out here. Okay, so finally we've got some good trades going. EURN, okay. And so we're seeing follow through with those two groups this morning. EURN, okay is right here. And our buy signal here, good price action. Look at this markdown. Look at that. Okay, EURN, okay. And then we have EURSGD. All right, look at EURSGD buy signal here. Okay, so good moves. And euro dollar. Euro dollar. All right, buy signal here, good price action. This is really good price action from where we've been. And then yen, we have Swiss yen. Swiss yen, okay. Buy signal here, look at that. Okay, so and then we have pound yen on the 240. Buy signal here, that looks good. And then SGD, JPY, your Singapore dollar yen. All right, buy signal here. And that one closed. Okay, so we'll close it on Sunday. And then ZAR yen also closed here. But overall, good trading.
Look
With
at Eurozar real quick, David.
Eurozar,
It's
Euro
kind of choppy on the daily,
choppy on the daily,
but we're looking at it on the 240.
Eurozar. Okay, on the 240, that looks good to break out. Let's take a look at the daily here. All right. Yeah, 240 looks good. So those are the two groups on the daily. That looks good on the daily. It's got buyers on the daily there. So those are the two groups, the euro and the yen. Preferably the yen group. Pound yen is breaking out of a long consolidation. Okay, so let's move this back to the 3-minute time frame. And euro yen there. Okay. All right, USD. All right, so we got red candles here. So they're not cooperating this morning so far.
I knew it.
Yeah, you called it. Yeah. So now we've got red candle here. We really need green candles, and we really have to get above that resistance here. Okay, so we've got consolidation here, guys. Okay. With the NAS, we've really broken down with the NAS. Next level, we've broken support. Let's see if we can find support here. Okay, no shorts. Those will be counter trend trades. We want to go with the direction of the trend. Okay. This is where you could get trapped, right? So all right. We've got about 15 minutes till the market opens here. We'll see how we open. So only one trade so far this morning. Euro yen, 3-minute time frame here. And this looks really good. We don't have any new support and resistance lines, so we want to wait to add to the, so your first position is the only position, right? If we get new support and resistance like these here, yellow support and resistance, and if it breaks through that, then you can scale up, add. Otherwise, just your original position here, okay? Daily looks really good. We could finally see these yen pairs break out. Finally. Yeah, the pound yen broke out, and this week finally broke out of this on the daily time frame. Finally broke through here. All right, so this is all this year into October of last year. This has been what's been holding us back. So we are finally breaking out. We have two resistance levels. So we have this resistance level where we finally broke out this week. All right, so that's helping. You guys should have noticed better price action, right? Better, not a rotation. We don't have a rotation yet in forex, but we've got movement, we've got volatility, and this is what's causing it. We either need the yen pairs, in particular pound yen, or the dollar pairs to break out. Okay, so either long or short, but pound yen is breaking out. So it's gotten past this resistance, and then it's got this resistance here to break through. And after that, boy, we could see some really good trades. Okay, so um, that's really, really, really good. Really good on the daily, right? So all of this is what was causing all those issues with false breakouts and all of that there. Okay. So euro yen is the number one pair right now. We have new purpose support and resistance lines, right? It's not, it's new right now. This is new support and resistance. So if it breaks to that resistance right here, this will go away, right? This will disappear. So what you can do is, so I wouldn't add here because that's not a solid support and resistance, right? If it continues to build and then break, that support and resistance will hold, then you can add. Okay. All right, but that's good news. We do have new support and resistance here. Okay. Entry was down here. So that's up about 30, I guess about 30 pips or so. All right. US 30 markets opening again in about 15 minutes. We have some work to do here. I have some work. Since we've got a lot of consolidation in here, okay, we'll look for a break, get past the high here. Okay. With green candles, we need to get past here with green candles. Same with the NAS. We've got to get, for the NAS, we've got to get past. Let's get past sellers here. All right. So let's get somewhere up here. Green candles. Okay. And we need a buy signal. So the NAS, we really need a buy signal. So more than green candles, we need a buy signal. Here for the US 30, we need green candles and we need to get above here. Okay. Market. It's 9:18. Market will open at 9:30. So we're getting close here. Okay. Still remember, we are in the markup phase. Okay. So no shorts, right? We are in the markup phase. Stay disciplined. Follow your plan. Follow your system. We're in the markup phase. So on the previous buy signals, okay, they're not bad trades. So we're just holding. Again, we'll take a look at Google has a buy signal currently in pre-market. It's up. And then we'll look for NVIDIA. I don't know how much upside NVIDIA has from here. All right, but this is on the 5-minute. If it gaps up, give a buy signal. We'll take a look at it. We'll watch Tesla. Okay, but Tesla is under some pressure now. All right, 10 minutes till market opens. Okay, all right. So let's focus here. All right, that looks good. Dow futures are up. Let's see how much. 120. It's been up all morning. So white candle coming in here. Let's see what this market does. If you wanted to, you can add. Right here. You could scale up here. Almost 5 minutes till market opens. If we get a white candle here, anything, white candle, red candle, white arrow, sell signal, we'll close it on the 3 minute. And then we'll be done with the euro yen. NAS needs a lot of work on the 5 minute there. We'll be done at 10 a.m. But guys, these markets have been moving after lunch, right? So even if we're done, right, our US 30 traders and our NAS 100 traders, we look to bring in the S&P, our S&P system, because the S&P has been doing really well. So next week we look to add our S&P system. We don't have a lot of traders trading that system, right? The US 30 and the NAS is our most popular systems for the E-minis, but we might bring that in because the S&P has been doing really well. So we might bring that in. All right. So 5 minutes till the market opens here. Let's see. Let's adjust this here. So let's see if we can get a bounce. Let's tighten this. Euro yen looks really good to break out. Again, this is an area here where we could add, right? We could add to our position here. So first position here, all right? Second position here. You get a white candle, right? Or red candle, white out, just close everything. Close everything. All right, so let's get ready for equities. US 30 closed. We got an official sell signal on a break of support right here. Let's keep watching it, right? We could get something like this, right? Slow and steady. Futures are still up. Dow futures are up 123. E-mini is up. Don't short. See what happens here. Right, all these pullbacks, right? Pullback keeps going up. Pull back, went up. Pull back, went up. All right, so right, we keep moving higher. White candle here. Two minutes till market opens here. Euro yen looks good. So second position would be right here on that break of that resistance here. Okay. If you wanted to scale up, but we want to see something from the US 30 here on the 5-minute. All right. 1 minute. All right. Green candle coming in here. Good price action here. Good price action. All right. Market opened. Dow is up 152. That's good. Nasdaq is up 47. Big green candle here. Let's see that close. Let's get above. But we do need a buy signal. So let's wait for a buy signal. We get a buy signal, guys. We're up nicely. So 171. We get a buy signal. We'll call it on the first buy signal. Okay. on the 5-minute time frame. So we're getting close. 172 up. Now remember, daily looks good here. All right, we just need a buy signal on the 5-minute there. And we'll keep it on the 5-minute. On the NAS, we need some white candles and green candles. That buy signal will come in somewhere up in this area here. I don't think these we get buy signals, they won't get too far away from us. So they should come in based on how the price is moving. They should come in right on time. All right. So well, let's wait for a buy signal here in the US 30 on the 5-minute. That should come in soon here. Wait. All right. So we're going to call a buy signal here on the 5-minute time frame right here. So buy signal on the 5-minute time frame on the US 30. That buy signal is right here. All right. So right here on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Buy signal right there. So our second trade here. So USD, US 30, US 30, long, and that is US 30 long on the 5-minute time frame. So that's our second trade of the morning. US 30 long. Close the trade if you get a white candle. All right, white candle. Close the trade. Okay. White candle, close the trade. The NASDAQ, nothing with the NAS. Monster scalper, euro yen, a bit of a pullback, still holding nicely there. The MAX 7. So Google, we're going to call it on the 5-minute. We already have a buy signal in place there. We like that breakout. We already had a buy signal. We're going to call it right about here, which is right at 174. So we're going to call Google. Yeah. All right. So what's that? 174 and change. And we're going to call that and at the buy signal. All righty. Stock boss. Woo. So ARBE. All right. So nothing here. So that's done. Okay. Nothing there. US 30. So that's buy signal closed. White candle. So we're going to close that. We'll look for one more opportunity. And then if not, we're going to call it a day there. Okay. That's too bad there. We didn't hold above that resistance there. So if it breaks again, we get another buy signal. We'll call it, remember, only twice, guys. Only twice, maximum twice, that's it. So we'll give it one more chance. Okay, so we're going to close US 30 long. On the 5 minute. So we'll give it one more chance. Dow is up 166. So let's see if we can break again. Give us a buy signal. All right. Euro yen on the 3 minute. A bit of a pullback here, but still holding. Let's see if we can keep moving higher. Get past resistance here. All right. 2 trades. First entry here, second entry here. See if we can break through resistance here. Okay. We can remove this. All right, so US 30, we're going to call it one last time. All right, so buy signal here on the US 30. So we're going to call it second buy signal right here on the US 30, right here. Hopefully this one holds. Okay. And if this one doesn't hold, that's it. So white candle, we're going to close. So US 30. Long on the 5 minute. All righty. Dow is up 190. All right, so that's good. 190. All right. We'll go to 10 a.m., guys. 10 a.m. All right, we need to close and hold and keep moving higher here. I don't think we've got anything with the NAS. Let's see here. All right, white candle coming in here. That buy signal on the NAS should come in above here. Just remember the NAS, guys, we're at right at the highs here, all-time highs here, okay? So, but if we get a buy signal, we'll call it on the NAS as well on the 5 minute time frame, okay? All right. US 30 looks good. Our buy signal is here. Second candle here, green candle. That's good. Dow is up 208. Okay, so that's good. All right, we need this to run here. So no more news. Market opened. So we're all clear. All right. US 30 looks good. Breaking out nicely here, guys. Entry was right here. Here we are. Dow is up 235. And you guys can see that there. Mini Dow. Buyers on the daily here. Good price action here. Let's take a look at the NAS. Still struggling there. Euro yen holding right here. All right, Google's holding nicely. Purple support and resistance there. We'll keep an eye on that, right? We might be getting overbought here, a bit extended there. White candle, this on the 5-minute time frame. If we move up, right, we start to move up, we might move that time frame to a 3-minute time frame to manage it closer there. Just want to take a look at NVIDIA did gap up with a buy signal right at resistance here, but it's pulling back. Tesla still having some difficulty there. All right, so we're not missing anything. Amazon 5-minute time frame, buy signal all the way here. Good trade going with Amazon. Buy signal on the 5-minute came in at, this was yesterday, 313. And here it is, 213, right? 213 trading at 220. Good trade going there on the 5-minute. But this is the trade right here. Okay. All right. Nothing in stock, boss. Don't chase anything. All right. So only 2 trades, US 30 long on the 5-minute. All right. So we need this to hold. All right. So we need it to hold and continue to build. Euro yen just holding right now. Okay. Dow is up 227. All right, good price action, guys. Good candles building here. Entry was right here, right? We need that to keep moving. We'll be done in 15 minutes. It's 9:45. All right. If you guys are in this trade, just let it run in your system. If you're not, well, you guys are using the system. So So I would wide candle, right? So we want to get out on a wide candle, red candle, white arrow. Okay. Otherwise, let it run. Let's see if we can move it to a 3 minute time frame. Let's wait just a little bit. Give it room on the 5 minute. Dow is up 223. Nas still trying to figure things out here. It's got a wide range here. That doesn't mean can't get to the high here and give a buy signal, okay? Euro yen pulling back a bit. Keep an eye on that on the 3 minute time frame here, especially with the second position here. White candle, red candle, sell signal, close the trade. Otherwise, green candles, let it run. Try not to look at your P&L. If it gives a white candle here, close the trading, and then that's it. Dow is up 212. We are breaking out on the daily here. Believe it or not, this is pretty good price action compared to where we were a few weeks. We are breaking out. We're breaking out of that, all of that consolidation in here. Okay, so this is pretty good price action. That good, decent price action started last week, right? So last week we started getting some decent price action. So we'll take this, and hopefully, as things improve, as we break through these big resistance levels on these indexes, right, and in the forex market and futures market, we'll get to see great trades again. Okay. Dow is up 230. We'll be done in 10 minutes here, but if you're in it, still have some work to do to manage the trade. Euro yen is holding, trading between support and resistance here. Okay. First trade was here, second trade here. Let's see if we can test resistance here and then break out. All green candles, so nothing to do here, guys. On the 3-minute time frame, right? Again, white candle closed the trade, red candle closed the trade, white arrow like here closed the trade. Otherwise, stay in. Okay. No major concern yet here. Okay. We keep moving higher. If the NAS it's what time is it? Almost 10. If the NAS gives a buy signal, it's up to you guys. You can call it, right? It's up to you if you want to take the trade. Just keep in mind, we have tough resistance here at the all-time highs. We are right at the all-time highs here on the NAS. Same with the S&P. Okay, so that could be a bit challenging here. Okay, not that it won't or can't break out, but just know that that's what's going on there. The US 30 has more room. Okay, we are not near the all-time highs. All-time highs on the NAS is all the way up here, so we have some room there. All right, so good price action on the US 30 here. Buy signal is here. This is what we want. All right, so we want more green candles forming here and keep moving higher. Get away from this area here. Okay. All right, so that's good there. Give it room to run. Don't move it to the 3-minute time frame so quickly. Give it room, right? Give it room to run, and then we could move it to the 3-minute time frame to get out quicker. Save some, make some more profits or pips there on that 3-minute time frame. Dow up 240 points there. All right, good. We're breaking out here. Good price action there. 250. All right, good. Nicely done. When this candle closed, this 5-minute candle close here, we're bringing the 3-minute time frame now. Okay, so we've gotten away from that entry, so we got more room now. Let's take a look at the 3-minute time frame. So again, notice how we're moving this time frame. So 3-minute time frame, we'll leave it on the 3-minute time frame. We got some cushion here, so let it run. And all right, good price action there. Try not to look at your P&L. So just let it run. All right. NAS. All right, green candle coming in on the NAS. That buy signal will come in here. So I doubt it will come in the next 5 minutes here while we're on. But our NAS 100 traders, keep an eye on that, right? This could turn out to be a good trade, right? If we break through that resistance there, we're at all-time highs. So buy signal should come in anywhere up here. All right, so euro yen is breaking resistance here again, so that's good. Remember, first trade here, second trade here, okay? All right, so we're breaking out nicely here. Good job there. So a slow start, but we're moving in the right direction here, okay? All right, big move in the US 30 here. Big candles coming in. 5-minute, 3-minute time frame here. Really good. So you could relax a bit in the trade. I wouldn't scale up. Okay, I wouldn't scale up. I know some of our US 30 traders, you guys will just keep adding, right? You know what you're doing. You can certainly do what you do, right? But for new traders, I wouldn't do that. Okay. And we have a decent target. Not that we'll get to the highs here today, but there's no real resistance. Probably all the way up here. I doubt we'll make it. You never know. We're up 270. If we get up to about 700 points up, we could get up in this range here. Okay, but I doubt it. All right, 2 minutes to 10 a.m. and then we'll be done. 3-minute time frame. It's holding fine, guys. You'll probably get a yellow support and resistance soon. Okay, so just watch it. Again, exits, white candle, red candle, white arrow to exit. Otherwise, let it run. All right, let it run. Small losses, big wins is what we want. So we want to let it run. Okay. NAS, keep an eye on the NAS. Keep an eye on the NAS. That could give a buy signal. And look, so just because we are done for the morning, that doesn't mean you guys are done for the day. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so it's trading fairly well, right? I mean, that's pretty good trading here. Bought here, sold here, 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 bought here, sold here. All right, so you get a buy signal on the break of this resistance here. Okay. All right. Okay, so just wait on that buy signal. If it comes in, US 30 holding fine there. Okay, keep an eye on it. Again, purpose support and resistance, keep an eye on that. Okay, but that could change, guys. Look here, that could change. Okay, all right. All right, Euro yen is breaking out nicely there, so that's holding. Google is holding. Okay, so actually it's getting past its buy signal here. Look at that. Purpose support and resistance, keep an eye on that. Okay, so 3 trades, that Google trade, that Euro yen trade. So all 3 trades doing fine right now. Look at the US 30 trade, guys, on the 3-minute time frame. Big move here. All right, big move. Okay, so, and again, right, we don't have a lot of resistance above here. So keep it on the 3 minute time frame. Don't get too greedy. All right, so white candle, you can close the trade. Okay, white candle, red candle. Again, try not to look at your P&L. NAS on the 5 minute, right before we close here, we're going to call it. Okay, so last trade of the morning. So the NAS. All right, NAS 100. NAS 100, we got a buy signal to go long on the 5 minute time frame. If you get some cushion, you can move it, right? Let it move first on the 5 minute and then move it just like the previous trade, move it to the 3 minute time frame. Okay, but give it room on the 5 minute time frame. So NAS on the 5 minute time frame here. So let's do this. All right, buy signal right here. Okay. All right, so that came in right as we're finishing up. So US 30 on the 3 minute, all right, manage it on the 3 minute, good trade going here. Entry here, all the way up here. NAS 100, that's a new one right here. Buy signal here, give it room on the 5 minute, okay? It needs to hold above resistance here. Any white candles, close the trade. Those white candles will generally come in first before your red candles there. Definitely don't want to wait for a sell signal. Okay, those white arrows, you're too late. Euro yen 3 minute time frame, holding here, building. That's good. Last trade, right? Google right here on the 5 minute time frame, right here. Okay, so these are day trades, intraday trades, guys. So these are not swing trades, so manage them accordingly. Okay, thanks for coming. Not bad, not a bad morning here. Slow start, but things have really picked up, especially here with the US 30. We love it when the US 30 runs. Okay, so not bad. I'll see everyone on Sunday. Have a great weekend and good trading. Okay, guys, thanks for coming. I'll see everyone later. Take care. Bye-bye.